and managed to get myself arrested. Now, I wasn't afraid of the cops, but there was one person I was very afraid of, and that was my mama. Raise your hand if you have an emotional mother. Let me see. Put them all together, you get mama. I can hear her scream outside the police station. Even the cops were afraid. She came up to me, held the iron bars, looked into my eyes, and I saw a tear coming down her face. Now, I've seen my mama cry before, but mothers cry 3 types of tears. Tears of joy, tears of sorrow, and tears of shame. And when a son sees a mother cry tears of shame, that's a life-changing moment. She looked at me and said, "Son, I want you to be a better man." That night, when I drove home, my dad was waiting for me at home. Now, my dad is a cool dad. Raise your hand if you have a cool dad. Put them all together, you get my dad. My dad came up to me and said, "Son, it's okay. You flunked your exams. You already got arrested. That's fine. You get that from your mother's side. I want you to start working immediately." And I said, "Okay." So my dad took me to meet one of his friends called Sam. Now, Sam was an accountant who had an accounting firm and had generously decided to make me his personal assistant. And there he was. He looked like a teddy bear. But this man was special. I looked at him and he looked at me. And then he said the most amazing thing. He said, "Son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. If you decide to work with me, I can help you find that something." And I was like, "Whoa, that's the first time in my whole life somebody has ever told they see something in me." And I started working for Sam. And every day after work, he used to tell me stories about the world, about history, about culture, about philosophy. And it was much more interesting than what I learned in school. And I discovered I can dream. And I started dreaming, ladies and gentlemen. After 1 year, I went back into high school, completed my exams, and went into college. After successfully completing college, I found a great girl, but not a job. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Have you ever had that problem? And when you're lost, it's difficult to feel special. So I went back to my cool dad. And I said, "Dad, I feel lost." He said, "You are like your mother." So my dad introduced me to this strange club that had a strange name, with strange people talking. On the first meeting, they told me to do something called a table topic. I aced it. But while I was speaking, I see a strange man seated in the back row. Humble, simple. The unfailing quality of kindness in his eyes. As soon as I finished, he walked up to me, looked me dead straight in the eye, and said, "Son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. If you come here twice a month, maybe we can find that something." And ladies and gentlemen, I discovered I could speak, and I love speaking. And that led me to become a teacher. I know what it's like to not have enough money in your bank account. I know what it's like to worry when the bills start coming in. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I wake up my beautiful wife and I ask her, "Honey, why did you marry me?" She says, I saw something in you. But I still don't know what it is.
Okay, all right. I showed that video clip to you because most of you guys, I understood that most of you have potentials, right? Most of you have potentials which are necessary for this exam. But the problem is, most of you guys haven't identified it, right? That's why I played that video clip, which shows I see something in you, but I don't know what. හරිද? ඔයාලගේ ඔයාලටම අදාළ වෙන දෙයක්. ඔයාලා ගාව ඇතුලේ හොඳ potentials තියෙනවා මේ දේවල් කරන්න. right? මේ දේවල් මේකට අවශ්‍ය කරන potentials ඔයාලා ගාව තියෙනවා. I see something. You know that you can do something. හරිද? ඔයාලා දන්නවා ඔයාලට දෙයක් කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. But you cannot say what is that. But ඔයාලට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ ඒ මොකක්ද කියලා. හරිද? ඔන්න ඔක තමයි ලොකුම ප්‍රශ්නේ අපි ගාව තියෙන. අපේ ගොඩක් අය තියෙන ලොකුම ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඔය. මම ඒකයි ඔය වීඩියෝ එක පෙන්නන්නේ. පොඩ්ඩක්. ඒකේ අහන් ඉඳියා නම් ඔයාලක් ගැනම පොඩි කතාවක් තමයි ඒකේ තිබුණේ. ඒ නිසා before you jump into any kind of action, please identify your potentials, who you are and what you are, and then start up the work. Then start up your engines, right? If you do so, you can do. But if you don't, you can't. ඔය කියපු එකේ ඔය වීඩියෝ එකෙන් කියපු එක මම මට A level කරන කාලේ ගුරුවරයෙක් දීපු වචන වලින් කියලා මම එන්නම් අද ආඩමට. ඒ වචන ටික තමයි හරි අමුතුයි. ඒක මතක හිටින්නම දීපු වචන ටිකක්. පුතේ ඔයාට ගෙදර වහලට උඩින් පැනගන්න ඕන නම් අහස අල්ලන්න හිතාගෙන උඩ පනින්න. ඔයා අනිවාර්යෙන් යාවි ගෙදර වහල උඩින්. හැබැයි ඔයා වහල විතරක් සීමා කරගෙන උඩ පැන්නොත් නම් ඔයා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ජනේලයක් කඩාගෙන ගේ ඇතුළෙම තමයි. හරි. ඔය ටිකත් මතක තියාගන්න. මම ඔය ටික කිව්වේ වෙන මොකක්වත් සා නෙමෙයි. මම ඔයාලා ගොඩක් අයගේ දැකපු දෙයක් ගැන මම මේ කතා කරේ. අද what I'm going to do is different writing styles, which is very much necessary for you guys, right? After I complete, we have only 20 slides. I hope to do write a what can I say for that an essay in front of you, right? I'm hoping, but I don't know whether it will permit me, right? Yes, the purpose to give a better understanding about how to deal with the different type of topics which you get in your IELTS exam, right? The main task is to give you an idea about how you need to deal with the exact cases or different IELTS topics, writing topics which you are facing throughout the exams. Yeah, my first intention is I'm going to talk about the structure of the essay. I'm going to talk about the structure of the essay. While I'm discussing this, I will show you some videos regarding the structures and especially on thesis statement. What is a thesis statement and how to write a thesis statement? Let's go to that. My next intention is to different types of essays which you get, right? Different types of essays, and then writing format of the essay. At last, I'm planning to do extreme ending essays, right? Those are the 4 topics which I'm planning to do in this lesson, right? The first one, before you do anything, right? Before you do anything, what you need to do is What you need to do is you need to plan the essay. First, second, and third. Right? First, second, and third. You need to do this. The first one is analyze the question. Analyze the question. You need to analyze what they are expecting from you. Analyze the question in the terms of themes, range, and function. Right? Okay. හරි. තීම් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ අපි මෙතන අපිට දීලා තියෙන ටොපික් එකේ එයාලා මොනවද එයාලගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය එයාලා මොනවද ඉල්ලන්නේ රේන්ජ් කියන්නේ කොතනින් ඉඳන් කොතෙන්ටද මෙයාලා ඉන්නේ right ඊට පස්සේ function කියන එකෙන් එයාලා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ what type of cases what type of information do they hold right those are the things they are expecting right and second plan your essay right make some quick notes right make some quick notes before you write pre-writing I'll introduce you pre-writing critical thinking and brainstorming you need to identify all the aspects which are relevant to the essay you cannot write everything remember that you cannot write everything your second in third write the answer when you are writing your answer use a range of relevant vocabulary sentence types and linking words right last work out how many lines 250 words are in your handwriting බලන්න handwriting වලදී 250 එන්නේ ඔයාලගේ 250 එන state එක කීයද කියන එක ඔයාලා බලා ගන්න right if you write 10 words per line right if you write 10 words per line you will need at least 25 lines right you'll need at least 25 to write it ඒක මතක තියාගන්න your essay should be based on this what I called as excuse me all right on this given technique SSS technique you can take a photo or if you need you can it's okay it's not state right when you are writing any essay you need to state what you are following right it mainly depends on you can show it mainly you can show it mainly through your thesis statement you can show it mainly through your thesis statement right a thesis statement means a statement which shows the entire direction of yours right it shows the entire direction by reading it your reader will be understanding what actually you are talking about it takes a small time right and then support you need to support every bit of information which you are using right every bit of information how much information support right you cannot simply say okay this is and this is that right you cannot simply say right then summarize right summarize means you need to give a summary this should be best at the end of the essay in your conclusion you need to summarize all the things right understood මෙතනට නම් තේරෙනවද මම හිතනවා කට්ටියට තේරෙන්නේ නැති කියලා right and I'm coming to my next slide right at the very first what you need to do is introducing the theme right you need to introduce your theme when you're writing. Central idea, right? Central idea of your theme essay, right? Then you need to come to the range. Range means, you know, I told it just now, right? Range. And then functions, right? Function means specific question type and the function of the questions type, right? And then you need to write the answer. Right? So when you are writing an essay, this is the first thing you need to do. You need to write an introduction, right? You need to write an introduction. Your introduction should be based on the topic which you are writing, and when you are writing, it should limit up to 40 to 50 words. Arada? Ega Anivaremma 40 to 50 words limit no, right? At the very beginning of your sentence, introduction, you need to write a general idea about what you are about your topic. A general idea about your topic, right? It should be a general or a balapugamam penade walian, right? And then you need to paraphrase your question. You need to paraphrase your question, right? It was a paraphrase question. You need to paraphrase it. And the last thing is you need to write a thesis statement, right? You need to write a thesis statement. A thesis statement means, and I told you previously, it should be showing the entire direction of your essay, right? It's like a wide angle scope, which should limit at the end of the paragraph. ඔන්න ඕක තමයි අපි thesis statement introduction එක ලියන පිළිවෙල. පැහැදිලිද? Did you understand? If you can understand, please put a message to your inbox. Please. I need to know whether you understood or not. තේරෙනවද නැද්ද? කියපු තේරුණාද? All right. Thank you. Thank you for your reply. Right. And then your next one should be body paragraph. Your body paragraph. When it comes to your body paragraph, right? First, you need to identify what is the type of the essay, body paragraph type which you need. What is the type of the approach you need to use? Approaches දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ approaches දෙක තමයි අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම හොඳට target කරගන්න ඕන. හරිද? මතක තියාගන්න. මෙන්න මේ දෙක තමයි approaches දෙක. මෙන්න deductive and inductive. Right? Deductive and inductive. Right? A deductive method means you are writing your topic sentence at the very beginning of the paragraph. Right? The topic sentence එක උඩින්ම ලියන එක තමයි අපි කියන්නේ deductive sentences approach එක. ඊට පස්සේ වෙන්නේ ඊට ටික පල්ලම් බහින්න. Inductive approach එකදී සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ you are writing your topic sentence at the end of the paragraph. So there are two ways. But from these two ways, what I'm suggesting is sorry. I'm suggesting you to use this deductive approach. හරිද? මම deductive approach එකේ තමයි මම ඔයාලට ගොඩාක් කියන්නේ. ඔයාලට ගන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? ඕක මතක තියාගන්න. When you are writing a topic body paragraph, the first one should be topic sentence, right? The first one should be topic sentence, so main idea. Then you need to take two supporting ideas, right? Right? Two supporting ideas to your topic sentence. And then what you need to do is you need to prove or you need to explain those ideas to support your ideas, right? At last, if it's the body paragraph one, you can write a transitive or transition sentence. A transition sentence means a sentence which gives an opportunity for you to jump into the other side or negative side of the as any topic. කියන්නේ හැම topic එකම අපිට තියෙනවානේ positive and negative කියලා. අන්න ඒකේ negative side එකට approach එක ගන්න පුළුවන් එකකට තමයි අපි transition sentence එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? අමතක කරන්න එපා. That's a transition sentence. All right? And for an example like this, although there are, listen to what I'm saying, although there are so many advantages in using a smartphone, there might be loopholes which create, which leave, or which let, or which can pave the way to hazard kind of situations such as social crimes, right? Understood? ඔන්න ඔය වගේ ඒවයින් කරන්නේ කෙලින්ම අනිත් පැත්තට මේක ඇදලා දාන එක තමයි කරන්නේ. අරන් ගිහලා අතාරින එක තමයි කරන්නේ නෙගටිව් පැත්තට. All right? And your last, right? Your last is the conclusion. When it comes to conclusion, right? When it comes to conclusion, this is what you need to do. All right, this is what you need to do. Summarize all the information in your essay and reparaphrase the thesis statement and your suggestions and recommendations. Those are the things which you need to do, right? Those are the things which you need to do. එච්චරයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන්න ඕන. මම මේකේ ඔයාලට මෙච්චරම මේ කියන නිසා මේ thesis statement එක මෙච්චරම මේ highlight කරන නිසා මම thesis statement පිළිබඳව තියෙන පොඩි වීඩියෝ එකක් මම ඔයාලට දෙන්නම්. හරිද? ඒ වීඩියෝ එකේ තියෙනවා thesis statement එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන්නේ. පොඩ්ඩක් ඒ වීඩියෝ එක බලන්න. ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි, චූටි දෙයක්. විනාඩි කිහිපයක මේකක් මේකදී පෙන්නන්නේ thesis statement එකකින් අපිට තියෙන වැදගත්කම සහ ඇයි අපි thesis statement එක භාවිතා කළ යුත්තේ කියන එක. හරි? මම එන්නම් ඒ වීඩියෝ එකට ඔයාලට දාන්නම්. පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න. ඒකේ එයා මේ කියන කෙනා මොකද්ද කියන්නේ කියලා. විනාඩියක් දෙන්න. අපි thesis statement එකකින් මම කිව්වා අපි cover up කරන්නේ අපිට මුළු entire direction එක. හරිද? thesis statement එකක් අපි ලියනවා නම් අපිට තියෙනවා system එකක් ලියන්න. මම ඒක සරල විදිහට මෙහෙම කියන්නම්. thesis statement එක ලියවිත්තේ සරල එක විදිහකට. ඒ තමයි හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න something මොකක් හරි දෙයක් why something is happening, right, and the result. Something, why something is happening, and the results. ඔන්න ඔය විදිහට තමයි ලියවෙන්න ඕන. හරිද? ඔය විදිහට තමයි අපි thesis statement එකක් ලියන්නේ. මම මේ thesis statement note එකක් මම ඔයාලට දාන්නම්. thesis statement videos තුනක් තියෙනවා. අපි බලමු thesis statement ටික ගැන. This is
Okay.
write down anything which you can see from there.
Now that we have talked about outlining, most of you probably would think that the next natural step would be to talk about introductions. But what I'm going to do is talk about thesis statements. Now, the thesis statement is a part of the introduction. It is the last sentence of the introduction. There's a specific reason why we're talking about the thesis statement first. Because the thesis statement is the most important sentence in the entire essay. The most important sentence in the entire essay. I did not stutter. I did not hesitate. If you cannot do a good thesis statement, then it's going to be a challenge for you to get a really high score. That's how important the thesis statement is. The thesis statement, it controls and directs the entire essay. The entire essay is based around the thesis statement. So it's vitally important that you write it correctly. I think a lot of students think about the thesis statement as a throwaway sentence. And a lot of people try to use a template to do a thesis statement, or they make some general thesis statement that can apply to any type of question. That is a horrible, horrible, horrible mistake. A horrible mistake. Because then your essay has no direction, no foundation to sit on. The thesis statement is like the foundation of a house. It's the foundation of a house. And if you know anything about house building, you can't have a strong house with a weak foundation. Okay? So here are the basics of a thesis statement. The thesis statement, it comes in the first paragraph. It comes in the introduction. It contains the main idea or your position that you're going to expand throughout the rest of the paper. So if you have just a generalized thesis statement that has no main idea position and no blueprint, then what are you expanding? Your essay is a mystery. And the worst kind of essay to write is an essay where it's a mystery, where later on the grader has to figure out what the heck you're talking about. A thesis statement is a specific claim that your essay supports, a specific position, right? It answers the question. And also it says how you're going to answer the question, the blueprint. Right? So that's why, again, I talked about this earlier. Why are we starting with the thesis statement? I told you this earlier. The entire essay is based around the thesis statement. It's the most important sentence. All right? It's the most important sentence. A lot of students don't realize that. They don't realize that. And they don't, when you read an essay, one of the first things, if I'm grading an essay, one of the first things that I'm looking at is the thesis statement. Because if this person can't write a thesis statement, I actually lose hope that they're going to actually write a really good essay. Because there's no foundation. So how do you know when you're writing a really good thesis? Right? when you write a thesis statement, this is what you have to assume. You have to assume that the reader can read only this one sentence and know exactly what your paper will be about and the position that you have. That's how you know if you have a good thesis statement. I can look at just one sentence and know exactly what your paper is about, the position you have, and how you're going to explain that position. Do you see why that sentence is so important? Why it's so powerful? Right? It's extremely powerful. It should be clear, it should make a choice, and it should have predictors. Predictors meaning, what are you going to talk about? You're controlling ideas. Here's how you write the thesis statement. There are 3 parts. You have the limited subject or the subject, the general idea. You have your precise opinion or position, and the blueprint of your reasons. Okay? Always those same 3 elements. And of course, if you want to read more detail, just stop the video. Stop the video and you can read at your own pace. Okay? There are 2 ways of writing a thesis statement. There are other ways too, but these are the 2 main ways. My favorite way is to combine everything into one sentence. Right? So here we have the biography of Malcolm X challenges the stereotype of a civil rights activist with its attention to cultural detail, religion, and direct quotes from those who knew him best. The limited subject is the biography of Malcolm X. The position is that it challenges the stereotypes of a civil rights activist. The blueprint, or how I'm going to talk about how it challenges the stereotype, is in regards to cultural detail, religion, and direct quotes. That's a thesis statement in one sentence. Then we have the thesis statement where everything is combined, it's separated. We will examine 3 main points of this biography: cultural detail, religion, and direct quotes from those who knew him best. Right? These main points support the position that the biography of Malcolm X challenges the stereotype of a civil rights activist. Right? So it's the same thing as before, except we separated the blueprint and the subject position. We separated them. So it can be done both ways. Okay? It can be done both ways. So normally when you think about a thesis statement, it normally breaks down in this kind of simple way. Something does something because of something. Because of these reasons, something does something. Although the
හරි මම මෙච්චර වඩා ඔයාලට පෙන්නුවේ thesis statement එකක් අපි ලියන්න ඕන පිළිවෙල. මොකද thesis statement එකක් නැති වුණොත් හොඳට ඔළුවේ තියාගන්න මේ ඔයාලගේ essay එක නිකම්ම floating essay එකක් වෙනවා. floating essay එකක්. floating essay එකකින් කියලා අපි කියන්නේ ඒ essay එකට target එකක් නැහැ. ඔයාලා දන්නවා ඇති ඔයාලගේ මුළු essay එකම mark වෙනවා coherence and cohesion කියලා concept එකක් ඇතුළත. හරිද? Coherence and cohesion කියන concept එක. When it's marking under when you have such kind of marking criteria, what you need to do is you need to pay your attention to your thesis statement, right? Our thesis statement එකට ටක් ගාලා ඔයාගේ අවධානය දෙන්න. ඔයාලට ලේසියෙන්ම ලකුණු ගන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමය තමයි හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. The best way to score marks, right? The best way to score marks is to cover up these 3 opinions, right? Now 1 2 3 කියලා දාලා තියෙන opinion ටික හරියට cover up කරලා දෙන්න. ඔයාගේ මුළු මේකම ඒක හරියට cover up කරලා දෙන එක තමයි ඔයාට කරන්න තියෙන හොඳම දේ. coherence and cohesion කියන එක ආරක්ෂා කරන්න. පැහැදිලිද? ඔන්න ඕක තමයි ඔයාලගේ thesis statement එකකට වෙන්න කරහ කරන්න. ඔයාලට මම දාලා තියෙ chat එකට වාක්‍ය thesis statement set එකක් හරිද ඒ කියන්නේ ටියුට්ස් වගේක් දාලා ඇති පොඩ්ඩක් check කරන්න ඇවිල්ලාද කියලා මොනවා හරි zoom box එකට මම පොඩ්ඩක් check කරලා කියන්න okay those for those who are not those who are not with these mobile phones they'll not get it I mean those who are using mobile phones they will not get it but though for those who are using laptops they might get it right they might get it please is there anyone who get it please put that into our group that's it please put that into our group එක group එකට දාන්න කවට හරි අඹච්ච කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් ඒක දැන් group එකට upload කරන්න හැමෝටම ගන්න පුළුවන් විදියට ඔන්න ඕකට ওই ටික තමයි මතක තියාගන්න ඕන CC කියන එක එහෙම නැත්නම් coherence and cohesion කියන එක target කරනවා නම් අපි target කරන්න ඕන ඔන්න ඔය cases තුන විතරයි right ඔය cases තුන විතරයි අපි target කරන්න ඕන හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. එතනින් අපිට ලකුණු ගන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද if you're covering up those cases in your thesis in your essay by the three aspects of your thesis statement in your essay there will be a logical flow right there will be a logical flow right you'll be having a logical flow you'll be having logical flow and you'll be having a very sound ideas in your essay so you will be getting more marks right that's what you need to do if you are writing a good essay එකක් හොඳට ලියනවා නම් ඔන්න ඕක තමයි අපි කරන්න ඕන පළවෙනි දේ හරිද ඊළඟ වීඩියෝ එකටත් මම එන්නම් මෙහෙමම තව වීඩියෝ දෙක අපිට තියෙන එකයි මේකත් එක එකයි තියෙන්නේ ඔන්න වටනවා group එකට thesis statement set එක ඔන්න බල දීලා තියෙනවා week thesis statement and thesis statement ඔන්න තියෙනවා ඔයාලා ඉල්ලපු ටික ඔයාලට මම දෙනවා දාන්නම් කියපු ටික ඔන්න ඔය ටික බලන්න මොකද මේ හතරම එකක් වෙයි හැබැයි පොඩ්ඩක් එහාට මෙහාට කරලා තියේවි ඒවා තමයි අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කරන්න ඕන වැඩ ටික because if you are not having a thesis statement sound thesis statement you are done මම එතනින්ම කියන්නේ මම වුණොත් නම් මම ජීවිතේට ලකුණු දෙන්නේ නැහැ thesis statement එකක් නැති essay එකකට මොකද thesis statement එකක් නැතුව there's nothing you can not there's no what can I say for that there's no question to be discussed in your essay right so please write it well this is the second and then we will move into my presentation
Okay, now it's time to look at some thesis statement examples so you can see our method in action. As you know, the thesis statement is the last sentence of an introduction, is the final sentence of an introduction, and it is the most important sentence in the entire essay. The thesis statement is so important because it actually controls the entire essay. It gives you the organization and the restrictions of the entire essay. Now, when it comes to the thesis statement, there are a couple of things that you must have inside that thesis statement. We should see the limited subject of the question. We should see your position, and also we should be able to know your blueprint of how you're going to explain your position or support your position. So let's look at some examples so that you can have a really, really good understanding of how to write a thesis statement. When a grader is looking at your essay, the grader is going to specifically look and see if you know how to write a thesis statement. because if you write a bad thesis statement, they already are going to have a bad outlook of what you're going to present in your entire essay. So writing a really good thesis statement is very, very impressive to the graders. So let's take a look at this first question with the agree or disagree question. Now, this is the question that is talking about whether you should spend most of your time studying or doing other activities. As you know, I disagree. And so here's my thesis statement right here. Remember, this is the last sentence. This is the last sentence of the introduction. This is not the introduction, everybody. This is not the full introduction. This is only the thesis statement. While there are many factors that we could explore to take a position on this question, the two most important are GPA and opportunities. Keeping in mind these two factors, the only focus for university students should be on studying, right? So when you look at this, you see my position, which is only study, and you see my blueprint, which is GPA and also the opportunities, right? Now, a couple of things. With this thesis statement, what I'm doing is I'm showing you an example. I'm showing you an example of a two-sentence thesis statement. It is possible to have a two-sentence thesis statement. My preference is only to do it with one sentence, but it is possible to have a two-sentence thesis statement, and that's what I'm showing you here. Now, also, I know that this word explore has an S on it. It should be explore, not explorers. So for those of you who might want to say, hey, why does he have explorers there? I know it should be explore, and I will go ahead and make that change. All right, let's take a look at another one. Now here is a to what extent do you agree or disagree?
right. මම දෙනවා thesis statement එක. හරිද? හැමතිස්සෙම මතක තියාගන්න ඕලා thesis statement එක ලියනකොට third person narration එක. Narration style should be third person because you are writing a report, right? You need to write a thesis statement like this. While මේ වගේ thesis statements තමයි ඔයාලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. මොකද ඔයාලට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා මේ මාතෘකාවත් එක්ක ගැලපෙන්න මේක යන්න. ප්‍රශ්නයක් අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ question එක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා. හරිද? Question එක තමයි full time university students spend most of the time studying. They should be doing other activities too. Do you agree or disagree? හරිද? ගොඩක් අය මේ කියන්නේ මෙතන කතා කරන්නේ මිනිස්සු ගැන university students ලා මේගොල්ලෝ පුළුවන් තරම් full time study කරන එකට වඩා තවත් දේවල් වලට යා යුතුයි කියලා. Right? ඒකට ඔයා agree වෙනවද නැද්ද කියලා. හරිද? So we need to we can write a thing like this. While there are many factors that we could explore to take a position on this question, the two most important are GPA and opportunities. Keeping in mind these two factors, the only focus for university students should be study. අන්න disagree වෙලත් කියන එක කියලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මෙතන හැබැයි පොඩි වරදක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වරද තමයි මෙතන B කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන එක. ඒ B කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න එපා. ඒක අපි මෙහෙම වෙනස් කරමු. මෙහෙම කියමුකෝ. While keeping as students, the main target should be study, and when it comes to university students, the utmost two factors are GPA and the opportunity. Come on. Because of these two factors, it's a mandatory fact for the child or a university student to pay more attention on study. Is it a ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති වෙන්නේ? ඇත්තටම ස්ටඩි කරන එක විතරක් නෙමෙයිනේ නේද? නේ? ඒක විතරක් නෙමෙයිනේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒක ස්ටඩි කරන අයත් ඉන්නවා, ස්ටඩි නොකරන අයත් ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි මේ දෙකම කරගෙන වැඩේ කරන අයත්. ඔන්න ඔය වගේ thesis statement එකක් අනිවාර්යෙන් අපිට අවශ්‍යයි. Thesis statement එකක් නැතුව without a thesis statement it's utterly useless to write an essay. Right? So I'm coming back to my presentation. I was here on conclusion, right? Now you know how to write a thesis is how to write a thesis statement and the format of the essay, right? Now it's time for us to go through the different types of essays. I mean, different aspects of the essays. Different types of writing. Common balance format. Common balance format. Common balance format එකක් මම මෙතන දීලා තියෙනවා. Right? And you need to have a better understanding about the aspects of the essay, range of the essay. මම මෙන්න මේක නිසා තමයි මම ඔයාලට range එක ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් හොඳින් බලන්න කියලා. If you think that advantages overcome disadvantages, right? If you think that advantages overcome disadvantages, advantages overcome කරලා දිනනවා නම් disadvantages අන්න ඒ වගේ essay එකක් ලියනවා. Right? අපිට ලියන්න ඕන format අපි ලියන්න ඕන format එක තමයි උත්තරෙන් දීලා තියෙන්නේ. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ ලියන්න ඕන format එක. හරි? ලියන්න ඕන විදිය. විදිය තමයි ඔයාලට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඉස්සෙල්ලම you need to take one advantage, right? One advantage which can be easily criticized by using another two advantages. And එක advantage එක easily criticize කරන්න පුළුවන් එක advantage එකක් අපි ගන්නවා. හරිද? For an example, if you are using if you assume that you get a topic like mobile phones. හරිද? mobile phone ගැන topic එකක්. හරිද? So you need to take a small one advantage which can be easily criticized by using a smartphone, especially smartphone can access more information. It's true that you can access more information within us by using your fingertips, right? The disadvantage, right? The disadvantage is you can access to unsuitable information, right? කොච්චර කිව්වත් unsuitable information තියෙනවානේ ඉන්ටර්නෙට් වල. ඒවට අපිට access කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක disadvantage, right? Examples. So if you say like that, you need to give examples. Examples as adults on the website and social crimes which can be happen through those websites, right? And then your second disadvantage, health issues, right? Physical and mental health cases. Physical and mental health cases, right? Physical ප්‍රශ්නත් වෙනවා, mental ප්‍රශ්නත් වෙනවා. නේ? Physical mental cases වෙනවා. ඒ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. Physical ප්‍රශ්න කියන්නේ අපිට සමහර ලාලට අපිට arthritis මොන මත විදිහට osteoarthritis වෙන්න පුළුවන් කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැතුව ඊට පස්සේ අපිට එන්න පුළුවන් එතනින් එහාට ගියාම depression වගේ mental cases වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද මේක දේවල් වලට ගොඩක් කැම්බේ වුණා. mental depression එක. ඒ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න. Right? So here is a small essay topic for you, right? If smartphones makes lives easier than ever. Lives easier than ever. It has advantages and disadvantages. Justify the above pointer. Above pointer justify karana. Advantages and disadvantages. If you think that there are more disadvantages rather than advantages, what you need to do is simply take one disadvantage which can be easily criticized. Can access, like previous, can access to more information. Then what you need to do is you need to take disadvantages which can criticize it. Which can criticize it. හරිද? criticize කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් ඔයා ඊට ඔයාලා පුතේ ඊළඟට මෙතෙන්ට දෙන්න. පළවෙනි criticize එක මම දීලා දෙනවා unsuitable information. For example, adults only website and can be subjected to social crimes. And that is the second is a disadvantage, physical and mental health cases. Monkey ඔයගලන්ට එකත් ඊට පස්සේ conclusion summary. Summarize all the points in the task 2. Re-paraphrase the thesis is step 1 and your recommendation and solutions. මෙන්න මේකට තමයි දරුවනේ කියන්නේ. මෙන්න මේකට තමයි දරුවනේ අපි කියන්නේ හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. මෙන්න මේක තමයි අපි brainstorming කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ. This is what we are telling this we put this under brainstorming concept. අපි ලියන්න ඕන ටික. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි මේකට කියනවා pre-planning. Pre-planning. We are pre-planning everything. Right? Pre-plan කරනවා කියන්නේ ඔන්න. Right? අපි pre-plan කරනවා. Pre-plan කරනවා අපි ලියන්න ඕන දේවල්. ඔන්න ඔක උදාහරණයක් විදිහට ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් because this is utmost important. Right? මේක ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් මේ කවුරු ලියා ගන්න එහෙම නැත්නම් මේකක් ගන්න. හරිද? ඔයාලා ලියාගත්තද? ලියාගත්තා නම් මට ඉක්මනට දාන්න. Message because I'm going to move forward. හරිද? All right. Thank you. හරි. දැන් බලන්නකෝ මම මෙතන ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන විදිහ. හරි. මට කවුරු හරි මම හරි සරල ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා. මම ගොඩාක් සරල ප්‍රශ්න අහන කෙනෙක් නිසා මෙන්න මෙයා දිහා බලුවම ඔයාලට මොකක්ද හිතෙන්නේ? Please read this and tell me what can you feel. මොනවද තේරෙන්නේ? ඔයාලට මේක හරහා මේක කියවනකොට මොකද ඔයාලට හිතෙන්නේ? You are free to speak, right? Opportunity has been given for you all. Mics are on mute, and when you are reading this, what can you feel? All the mics are on mute. You can unmute your mic right now. මුකුත් හිතෙන්නේ නැද්ද මේක කියවනකොට? සාහන ප්‍රශ්නය. මුකුත් හිතෙන්නේ නැත්නම් සාහන ප්‍රශ්නය. It's a summary. ඔයාලගේ mics on කරන්න පුළුවන්. mics on කරන්න පුළුවන්. mics on කරන්න. type කරනකොට අදාළ mics on කරන්න. mics on කරන්න පුළුවන්. We can't unmute. What is try now. Oh, it's working. Okay, it's working. Unmute. Now I need to hear your voices. No one to tell anything? Okay. කවුරුත් නැද කතා කරන්න. එක්කෙනෙක් විතරද මයික් එක පොඩ්ඩක් හරි ආසාවට මෙහෙම කරේ. තිලිනි මට කියන්න තිලිනි මට කියන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ඔයාලට මේක කියවනකොට මොකද්ද හිතෙන්නේ? තිලිනි තරහ වෙලා කාටවත් මුකුත් හිතෙන්නේ නැද්ද? මට සෑහෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආවා.
It's like a thesis statements.
Yeah, that is a thesis statement. Yes, you are right. It's a thesis statement which shows the entire direction. With the development of science and technology, the ordinary mobile phone becomes more sophisticated with the introduction of the development of 2G, 3G, and 5G. Right? Semicolon. Although there is a sophisticated development, there are loopholes through which black hackers can disturb the ordinary lives of the people. Right? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ කියලා තියන්නේ මේකේ negative aspects වැඩි කියන එක තමයි මේ කියලා. ඔන්න තියෙනවා අපි negative aspects ලියනකොට ලියන්න ඕන විදිහ. හරිද? දැන් බලන්නකෝ පළවෙනි passage එක මේක මම target කරලා තියෙන විදිහ. පළවෙනි එකම target කරලා තියෙන විදිහ බලන්න. මම කරලා තියෙන්නේ එකම එක දෙයයි. I have taken one advantage. Right? The utmost advantage, right? The utmost advantage of the smartphone is that you can access to any information using the tips of your fingers from anywhere of the world. But as psychological condition of the humans are different from each other, they are each other having this advantage can be disastrous. මොකද කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේක disaster එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියලා මම Nokia කියලා දිනව දැක්ක නේද Nokia මම කියලා දිනව මේක disaster එකක් මම මේ කියන්නේ negative aspects කියන කියලා මම Nokia කියලා දිනව හරිද you cannot understand but yet when you are reading it you can understand that I'm talking about negative aspects of the essay through this essay හරිද අන්න ඒක නිසා තමයි මම ඔයාලට දීලා තියෙන මෙන්න මේ follow up කරන එක මෙන්න මේකේ ෆොටෝ එකක් ගහගත්තත් කමන්නේ මේකේ ෆොටෝ එකක් ගහගත්තත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ හරිද මෙන්න මේ දීලා තියෙන එකේ ෆොටෝ එකක් ඔයාලා ගහගත්තත් කමන්නේ මොකද මේක තමයි ඔයාලා if you think that advantages are more than disadvantages are more than advantages කියලා හිතනවා නම් ඔයාලා ලියන්න ඕන මෙන්න මේ format එකේ right this is the format which you need to follow මේක ෆොටෝ එකක් ගහගත්තත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ it's really important right if you have any questions up to now you can ask do you have any questions if you can ask So I assume that you don't have any questions. Right. I'll move to the next writing pattern. The next writing pattern is the opposite side of this one, which we already discussed. The opposite side. If you think advantages overcomes disadvantages, advantages වලට disadvantages වැඩි කියලා අපිට හිතෙනවා. ඕකේ අනිත් පැත්ත කරන් තියෙන්නේ. Right? ඕකේ අනිත් පැත්ත. මොකද කරන් තියෙන්නේ? Disadvantages එක disadvantage එකක් ගත්තා. ඒක criticize කරන්න පුළුවන් advantages දෙකක්. ඔච්චරයි කරන් තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? Introduction අපි දැන් මම මෙහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහුවා. ඔයාලට දෙනවා මම මෙහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක්. මගේ ප්‍රශ්න තමයි ඔයාලට හිතමු මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපි ආවා කියලා. Some people think that foreign education can be considered as a long-term advantage for the economy of the country, but some think that it is a waste of foreign currency pool of the country. What do you think? And just for your answer. ඔන්න තියෙනවා මෙච්චර කාලයකට ආවේ එතනට ඇවිල්ලා නැති my own creation. This is my own creation. Right? This is my own creation. This topic is my own creation. On to your Zoom inbox. Some people think that foreign education can be considered as a long-term advantage. Right? It's a long-term advantage. But the others think that it's a waste of time. Like a waste of time එකක් කියලා අනිත් අය හිතනවා. හරිද? ඇයි foreign currency pool එක. රටේ foreign currency pool එක නැති වෙනවා මේ අඩු වෙනවනේ මේකට. නේද? මේක ගැන කතා කරන්න ගියොත් රටේ ඇත්තම කතාව රටේ foreign currency pool එක තමයි වෙන රටවල් වලට යන්නේ. ඒක තමයි NSBM, NIBM ඒ වගේ හරිත සරසවි concept එක green university concept එක ලංකාවටත් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. මේ දේවල් නවත්ත ගන්න. ඒ නිසා දැන් මේකේ advantages and disadvantages. According to my point of view, right? Advantages are more, rather than advantages can be seen more than disadvantages. Right? You need to talk about a small disadvantage. The disadvantage is there's a drawback in the foreign currency pool. True, right? True, that's true. Because of that, it will be very much difficult to buy the necessary items such as food and fuel and life-saving medicines. But from the other hand, it's a long-term investment for the benefit of the country in many aspects. ගොඩක් aspects වලින් මේක ගොඩක් benefit වෙනවා රටට. Right? Because those who go there, right? Those who go abroad and the knowledge which they are gaining through those countries can be used for the development purposes of the country. Right? It can be clearly used for the development purposes. Right? Still, we don't know anything about light rail or monorail vehicles. Right? ඔයාලා දන්නවා ඇති. ඔයාලට මතක ඇති. මම ඔයාලට උදාහරණයක් මතක් කරලා දෙන්න. යාල්දේවි කැඩෙනවා 2000 මේ මෑතකදී ඝන කැලයක් මැද්දේ. හරියට මදවච්චි ස්ටේෂන් එකේ. යාල්දේවි කැඩෙනවා ඝන කැලයක්. යාල්දේවි හදාගන්න බැරි වෙනවා ඉන්න රියදුරු වරුන්ටත් හදාගන්න බැරි වෙයි. මේ යාල්දේවි හදන්නේ වෙන රටක ඉගෙනගෙන ආපු එක කොල්ලෙක්. යාල්දේවි හදන්නේ එච්චර sophisticated machine එකක් හදනවා එක කොල්ලෙක් වෙන රටක ඉගෙන. ඒ කොල්ලට අන්තිම ක්‍රමයේ නඩු දාලා ඒ කොල්ලව ඇතුළට ගන්න try කරපුවා. ඒ කොල්ලට විරෝධයක් ගියපු. හිතන්න ඒ වගේ advantages තියෙනවා. We do have those kind of advantages, right? We do have. From the other hand, those who are going abroad will stay. They will stay there, and they will do very new inventions. මෙහෙන් යන කට්ටිය අනිවාර්යෙන් ගිහිල්ලා එහෙ නතර වෙනවා. නතර වෙන මිනිස්සු මතක තියාගන්න part time jobs කරනවා. ඔයාලගේ ආසාවක් ඇති part time jobs කරන්න. ඒවෙන් එන්නේ ඩොලර්ස් මෙහෙට එවන්නේ ඩොලර්ස්. එතකොට foreign currency pool එක වැඩි වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම those who are going there, right, do many new inventions such as මම ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන්න. අර හදවතේ bypass සත්කම් කරන එක නතර කරන්න දැන් තියෙන angiogram කියලා විදිය. ඔය angiogram එක කරන ගමන්ම දාන stents දානවා ඇතුළට. ඒ සිදුරු මේ හිර වෙච්ච නාලෙට. ඒක හොයාගත්තේ කොහේ කෙනෙක්ද? ඔය stent system එක හොයාගත්තේ කොහේ කෙනෙක්ද? දන්නවද?
ලංකාවේ.
කවුද? කවුද? ලංකාවේ ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක් තමයි හොයාගත්තේ. කවුද දන්නේ නැද්ද? එනම් හොයන්න. ලංකාවෙන් ගියපු එකක්. Sri Lankan doctor, right? ලංකාවේ ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක් තමයි හොයාගත්තේ. ඒ හොයාගත්තේ ලංකාවේ ડોක්ටර් නිසාද කී දෙනෙක් ජීවත් වුණා. ඒ ડોක්ටර් ඕස්ට්‍රේලියා ගියේ FRCP එකට. right? FRCP එකට. හැබැයි අද එයා එහෙ නතර වෙලා මෙහෙ ඉන්නේ නෑ. ඒක වෙනම දෙයක්. එයා එහෙ නතර වෙලා කී දෙනෙක් ජීවත් කරනවද? හරිද? අන්න ඒවා. ඒවා ගැන හිතන්න. හරිද? ඔය වගේ ইনফরমේෂන් තියෙනවා. right? You need to have information. So it's a long term investment for the country. Because of him, so many lives are saved. Right? Disadvantage too. It gives an exposure for the world-class education for the local students. It would be open well for instances such as PR and foreign-based jobs. Foreign-based jobs වලටත් මේක පාරක්. ඔයාලා හොඳටම දන්නවා ඇති. මම හිතන්නේ දන්නේ bachelor's degrees වලට යන කට්ටියට කිසිම බයක් නැතුව අවුරුදු 5කින් පස්සේ හරිද? ඔයාලගේ result එකට අනුව ඔයාලට හම්බ වෙනවා postgraduate work permit. Postgraduate work permit එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා. So you can stay there and work. So you can earn, right? If you show the colors, right? If you show the colors in that country, you can stay there forever. Right? You can stay there. All right. This is the second way of writing essay. Third way, for and against. If you are writing for and against, right? If you take a photo, that's better. Right? If you are writing against something, right? Against something. If you are writing against something, you need to write in this given manner. Right? In this given manner. This is the way you need to write. You need to write the introduction as like right, and then you need to take one point for the given topic, and again 2 points for the against 2 points against the given topic, and then write. This is the way you need to write the answer. Method SS please put yes or no. Please put yes or no, whether you can understand it or not. All right, thank you. Make a photo because this is pretty much necessary for you guys. Make a atrama all dona. Make a photo gahaganna. අරනේ මම හිතනවා ගහගත්තා කියලා. මගේ ඊළඟ ටාගට් එක opinion writing, right? Opinion essays. Opinion essays ගැන අහලා තියෙනව නේද? ඔයාලා essays වර්ග ගැන කතා කරොත් ඔයාලගේ essays වර්ග කීපයක් ඔයාලට හම්බ වෙනවා. දන්නවද essays ටික? ඔයාලගේ හම්බෙන essays ටික ඔයාලා දන්නවද? හැබැයි එක දෙයක් මතක තියාගන්න, මේ ගොඩක් essays සමහර වෙලාවල් වලට සේරම එක ගොඩේ එකට අඹරලා දෙනවා. හරිද? එක ගොඩකට දාලා ගහලා දෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක අර පිළිවෙලකටම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්න එපා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දැන් මෙහෙම කිව්වොත් opinion essay එකක් නම් opinion essay එකක්ම විදිහට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්න. හරිද? Sometimes it might be combined with another component. So you have 6 types of essays. Write this. Opinion essays. You have opinion essays. All right. Yeah, opinion essays. Oops. Discussion essays. Discussion essays. Then problem solution essays. Problem solution essays. Problem solution essays. Advantages and disadvantages essays. Agree or disagree essays. Agree or disagree essays. Double questions essays. Double questions essays. Again, double questions. ඔය සේරම එකතු වෙලා යනවා. හරියට මෙන්න මේ වගේ. මම ඒක අන්තිම ස්ලයිඩ් එකේ දාලා තියෙනවා. මෙන්න තියෙනවා double question essays කියනවා. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. තවත් essays මෙතනින් එහාට මේ essays type 4ට එහායින් තව යන 6ට එහායින් තව යන එක. ඒවා ටික cause and effect. තාම දීලා නැහැ මේ වගේ ඒවා. එන්න පුළුවන් කියන්න බෑ. Opinion and solution essays. Opinion and solution essays. Cause and solution essays. And effect and solution essays. මේ විදිහට කොටස් ගණනාවකට මේක ඇතුලේ කරනවා double question කියන එක. තවත් කොටස් 4කට ගන්නවා. හරියටම බලුවොත් අපිට essays types the help you. You have 10 types of essays, right? Ten types of essays. First one is opinion essays. Second one is discussion essays. Third one is problem and solution essays. Advantages and disadvantages essays. Agree or disagree essays. Double question essays. Double question essays. Cause and effect. Opinion and solution. Cause and solution. Effect and solution. අද මේ සේරම ටික කරගන්න වෙලාව මදි වෙයි. බලමු පුළුවන් විදිහට පුළුවන් ටික මම කරන්නම්. ඉතුරු ටික hope that I get a chance. Right? ඔතන දෙනකම් මම හිතන්නේ තේරෙනවා ඇති. ඊළඟට තියෙන්නේ අපිට comparison writing style. Comparison. අපි compare contrast කරනවා නම් යම්ද. If we do compare and contrast, this is what you need to write. This is the style you need to write. Okay. In the first paragraph, comparison 1, comparison 2, and comparison 3. In your second paragraph, contrast 1, contrast 2, and contrast 3. මට ටයිම් එකක් තිබුණොත් මම මේක ලියන්නම් එකින් එක උදාහරණ මම දාලා දාන්නම්. මම ලියන එක it's not practical up to now. This is how you need to write it. Right? Please follow this format. Right? Introduction and write a powerful thesis statement where you can show the entire direction of your essay, which will help you to gain more marks. Right? Keep it in your mind. It will help you to gain more marks. Right? It will help cover up all the three aspects of the essay, thesis statement by using your essay, so that there will be a flow. There will be a flow. Coherence and cohesion will be there. You can simply do gain marks. ඔයා මතක කරන්න මේවා හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. මේවා ටිකක් අර දීලා දෙන්නේ free of charge. So keep them with you and try to do something. Next writing style is cause and effect. Not cause and effect, only cause. When it comes to cause, just write the intro, and within the body paragraph 1 and 2, you need to write only causes and then conclusion. Right? මෙතන පොඩ්ඩක් එකක් වැඩිපුර වැටලා තියෙනවා. එක body paragraph එකක් වැඩිපුර වැටලා තියෙනවා. මේක එපා. මොකද body paragraph දෙකයි. You can only give 2 body paragraphs. So body paragraph 3 is not enough. It's not necessary. And then just write the I write your answer, your conclusion. All right. Take a photo if you need. Your next type is effect. Effect. Effect can you tell me? Can someone tell me what do you mean by an effect? Effect එකක් කියන්න. කතා කරමු. Effect, not a problem. Effect means not a problem. Effect means a result, right? A result. Result එක. Effect එක. ඒ මොකක් හරි problem එකකින් effect එක. Right? Result when something happens. That's the most suitable case. So if you are only focusing on the effects, right? What you need to do is talk about the effect 1 and effect 2 and effect 3 regarding to your topic. For an example, telecommunicating refers to the workers doing their jobs from home for part of each week and communicating with their officers using computer technology. How do you think society will be affected by the growth of telecommunicating? Telecommunicating වලින් කොහොමද affect වෙන්නේ කියලා තමයි අහන්නේ. දැන් ලියන්න ඕන මොකක්වත් නෙමෙයි. මෙන්න මේ දීලා තියෙන concept එකේ, right? මේ දීලා තියෙන concept එකේ idea එක, effect සමාජයට වෙන්න පුළුවන් බලපෑම. නේ? ඒකනේ අහන්නේ. How do you think society will be affected by the growth of the telecommunication? Telecommunication වලින් මේක වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කිය මේකේ effect එකක් effect එකක් වෙන විදිය තමයි කියන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට you have a homework, right? The homework is I have put this presentation into your group. What you need to do is you need to select essay topics from any resource. I have put so many resources into your group. Take one resource. It can be Dr. Marika's book or any resource which contains academic or general tasks too. What you need to do is you need to follow up, right? You need to do a small brainstorm. You need to do a small brainstorm like this, which I have shown you earlier, right? Which I have shown you earlier. Brainstorm කරන විදිය අන්න ඒ brainstorm ටික කරලා මට දෙන්න ඕන. මෙන්න මේක මං කියන්නේ. මෙන්න මෙයා ගැන මං කියන්නේ. මෙන්න මෙයා ගැන. මේකේ මෙන්න මෙයාව කරලා මට හැමෝම දෙන්න ඕන. පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න. හරිද? ඒ වගේම your second task is in group you can find thesis statements, weak thesis statement like that. There are PDFs. What you need to do is go through those PDFs and write one essay, right? You need to write one essay where you need to write clearly follow the format which I have given. හරිද මම දීලා දින ෆෝමැට් එකට එක essay එකක් ලියලා මට එවන්න ඕන ඒක thesis statement එක clearly state වෙන්න ඕන මට බලා ගන්න පැහැදිලිද ඔයාලට මම කියපු දේ තේරුණාද can you understand
Yes, sir.
all right thank you
Thank you, sir. Good night.
no wait
Um,
I have one case okay as how can we get IELTS real exam past papers from internet Putha, the problem is you'll not be able to find IELTS real exam past papers from internet never you'll not be able to find but I can give you mock papers right if you need to find mock papers I will give a good what can I say for that website right I'll give you a good website that's what on that's the only thing which I can give because you know you may not find any anything regarding real exam papers it is because they'll not let the to publish it right IELTS materials.com right IELTSmaterials.com IELTSmaterials.com I have sent the site names to your chat inbox so please go through it you'll find so many cases and any tips for listening improve oh okay let's see I'll help right and the final case my final case for the day is here cause effect solutions when you are writing a cause and effect essay cause and effect essay you need to write a balanced thesis statement like a balance view right from one side you need to talk about the causes and from the other side you need to talk about the effects all right එක කරන්න එතකොට paragraph විදියට කඩනවා නම් මම මෙතන මේගොල්ලෝ මෙතන දීලා තියෙන paragraph තුනකට ගහලා තින්නේ paragraph තුනකට ලියන්න එපා වචන වැඩි වේවි two para enough for body paragraphs so in one para cause 1 and cause 2 and the second para effect 1 and effect 2 plus conclusion in opinion always what I'm asking you to do is try to follow this method rather than going through the second one because second one is somewhat difficult right it's somewhat difficult so my first request for you guys is to go use these circle right square circled method right those try to use those circles method because it will be easy for you guys to follow right and in opinion and solution case in part 1 and part 2 right I mean paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 in paragraph 1 opinion 1 and 2 and the second paragraph solution 1 and 2 right in cause and solution paragraph පළවෙනි paragraph දෙකට දාන්න හැමතිස්සෙම එකක් දාන්න cause and මේ වගේ දෙකක් එකට එකතු කරලා cause 1 and 2 in the first and the solution 1 and 2 in the second and effect and solution effect 1 and 2 in the first and solution in the second මෙන්න මෙහෙමයි මම මේ අද දුන්නේ brief introduction එකක් ඔයාලට රාදේකට කිව්වන brief introduction එකක් දුන්නේ how to write an essay now it's your turn for you to, if you have questions, you can ask. What you need to do is, I have given you 2 homeworks to do and send it to me, because if you do that, I can give you feedbacks on what you are writing. One is on thesis statement, and the second one is on brainstorming case by using any topics which you can find in the resources which I have put in which I have put into your group. Terunada? Yes or no? No answers. Couldn't
Yes, sir.
understand anything.
Yes, sir.
අද කියලා දීපු දේවල් තේරුණාද?
Oh, sir.
ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions? Now it's your time to ask. If you have any questions. තේරුණානේ හැමෝටමනේ? මම හිතනවා ඔයාලා කට්ටියට තේරෙන්නේ ඕකේ වෙයි කියලා. මේ කෝල් මොන දේ කිව්වත් අපි එක දෙයක් කරන්න ඕන. මම ඒ දේ තමයි මම හැමතිස්සෙම කියනවා, we need to write. Right? We need to write. අපිට එකක් ලියන්න වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා අපි try කරමු එකක් ලියන්න. මම ඊළඟ ආයික so how to gain knowledge for writing task. Right. How to gain knowledge for the writing task. ඒකට නම් පුතා මට මෙහෙම දෙයක් ඔයාලට උදව්වක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක තමයි මම අර ඉන්ටර්නෙට් හිටලා දාන්න මම අර දදා හිටියා නේද? මොනවද මේ එකපාරට මම දැම්ම මතකද ඔයාලට මේකත් දැම්ම මතකද for your reading කියලා මොකක් හරි දැම්ම මතකද? අන්න ඒ වගේ ඔයාලට මට දෙන්න පුළුවන් reading materials, අනේ reading materials කියවන්න ඒක ඔයාලට ගොඩක් උදව්වක් වෙයි. Is there any prediction? I'll try. I don't think I cannot. Yeah, I'll try my best. Sir, how to find general training materials are? You can find general training and training materials and this in that website which I have given you. It's very easy to find. So can you give me the group invitation link? Okay, sure. I'll put it in the group. Send it to anyone you need. All right. I think it's somewhat okay for you guys now. එහෙනම් මම අතර ගිහිල්ලා එන්නම්. මම මේ විදිහටම තවත් එකකින් මම ඔයාලව හම්බ වෙන්න එන්නම්. කොහොම හරි කරලා මේක ගොඩ දාගන්න. එහෙනම් all the best to you guys. මම ගිහිල්ලා එන්නම්.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
You too.
Good night, sir.
Good. Okay, even you. Okay, bye.